recording.
Initially, it was paused and we started recording. Then it all asked for the permission, right? You all got that?
No, we didn't get.
Oh.
No problem. Nothing is missed.
Okay.
Yeah. Who wants to share? One more person. Lakshmi, wanted to share?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. So I thought like it can be any digits. They can take floors of an apartment. So if you add these number of floors, so what would be your final product? So they can either do addition with 2 digit or 3 digits also, or 5 digits.
Yeah, yeah. And maybe they can draw their building,
the apartment.
the building which is just right outside, draw it and show so that their real life comes. Others, next time I'm going to be asking you, so we'll go like one by one with everyone. So this was know and show. And when the PDF comes to you, you will have these ideas with you, simply know and show, which can be used in many different ways. It's a generic strategy. The other is dice. I think dice can be used in incredibly for addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, fraction. You can have 1 dice, roll it twice, add the numbers, 2 dice, roll it, create a 2-digit number, roll it again, create another 2-digit number, which is bigger, divide first number by second. So incredible number of games can be created with a dice. Dice itself can be created by making a cube with paper, or they are available in the market, so parents can buy. So this particular dice game I found very interesting because it uses a bit of critical thinking. So a child will roll a dice. So this is actually a team game. 2 teams can play in the house. A child will roll a dice. Let's say 2 comes on the dice. So the team will quickly look which is the question whose answer is 2. And they will cross it out. Right? So obviously all your questions should have answers as 1 to 6. But you can also be a little smart and give different questions also. So if kids are making mistakes, they can also be caught. Is the game clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So roll a dice. Suppose if 6 comes on the dice, look for the question. How fast can you look for a question whose answer is 6? Or how fast can you cross all the questions whose answers are 6? And the 2 teams play in the house. 1 team can have some people, 1 team can have some other. So this game is clear, right, for everyone?
Yes.
And then toffees can be kept, and whichever team wins can have 1 toffee or something. Now the task for you is, again, it's going to be a 5-minute break. Create a sheet where everybody can play dice. So you have to decide, is this a team game? Is it a competition? Is it a single person playing? Is it a 1 dice? Is it 2 dice? And what exactly is this game going to be? So this is a game where you throw the dice and look for the question. Answer is given. What is the question? This is the game. But you can think of something else and then create something. And this time you can, all 6 of you can create 1 game also, or 6 of you can create 6 different games also. That's up to you. And this time maybe Vinod and Shiva can give the presentations as to what was discussed and what was decided. Is it clear, everyone? Create a dice game. So think 1 person plays, 2 people play, competition, single, 1 dice, 2 dice, all these you'll have to think about, and then create a game, create a kind of a quick game as to what the people can play at home. Any questions? Any questions?
No, it's clear.
It's clear.
No? Okay, then carry on. And I'm here. My internet is unstable. Yeah. Please start. I'm here.
Shall I start? I'm having some ideas.
Please. You can.
Okay, so it's
assume I'm not here. I'm here, but assume I'm not here.
Okay, I mean, just this is one little idea. So it will be like a individual games. This is just my idea. So we'll be adding the dice count. If the students roll the dice, we'll be getting a count, right? Either it's be a 3, 6, or a 4, or a 2, or a 1. So we will set a limit like 50 or 75. So students start adding the count. If he gets a 3, he will add 3. Then if he gets again 4, he will add 3 plus 4 equal to 7. So like this keep on going. Who reaches the 75 first, they will be winning. This to get the addition, how they are doing. Any other ideas? You know?
Yeah, I thought of linking dice with the tic-tac-toe game. So we have that EXO game, right? So
Ah, yes.
the groups are splitted into two groups. Like each has six postcards where different sums will be given. For example, team one person throws a dice, and if it is two, he has to pick the second sheet and he has to solve it. And he can mark X or O on the board. And as it continues as the team completes one section cross or diagonally or vertically, so that who makes it first, that team
So
wins. So
we'll be giving sheets for each of the
yeah,
lines.
say for example, we have like this. We have like this kind of an XO. So we have two teams with six sheets here, and for six different sheets for this team. So if someone throws two, like if someone throws two,
We will be getting the sheet 2.
yeah, they have to pick the sheet number two.
Two.
If they solve the answer, they can mark anywhere, whether it's a X or whether it's a O. So likewise, they have to come up diagonally or horizontally or vertically, so the team wins. And same parallelly, this same happens for the next team. For example, if they happen to get, say for example, four, so they have to pick the sheet number four and they have to solve it. Meanwhile, they'll mark their different symbols over here. So likewise, if they get all the zero, that team got win.
So here they'll be marking the answer, or they'll be marking X and O.
Answer
Yes.
will be verified by Asaka. So if the answer is correct, they are allowed to mark X or O on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
board.
that is my doubt. See, because they'll have turns, right? Suppose 6 of us are playing. So our team will have 3 and the opposite team will have 3.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So when we are marking, usually in tic-tac-toe game, we can change the places. Here we can't change the place, no. So
Yeah,
how will the game be completed?
here we don't have like a typical a block where you can switch the place. Here once it's written on the board, you can't change the place.
So maybe I just wanted to suggest,
Yeah.
Instead of marking XOX, we can give the question numbers in diagonally, or so whoever completes like bingo.
Okay.
Like if in that row, if so and so question numbers are completed, no, that can go off. That line will go off. So one is completed.
Yeah, got
Not
it.
sure, because it will turn into bingo, then it won't be tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
So if it is tic-tac-toe, we cannot change the position. So that means the game might be completed or may not be completed.
Not be completed. Yeah. If it is may not be completed, they has to come up with
Or we
all the
can
16.
give the answers in such a way that those particular answers will come in one row.
Okay.
Or we'll give the problem numbers here so that they can cross off that and place their dice or mark their number over there.
That can also be done, Akka. Yeah, we can give the directly answer on the this 3 by 3 matrix.
Okay.
Where they solve the answer, they have to find out the particular answer from the matrix and they can mark their symbols. Yeah, that can also be done.
As you said bingo, instead of
In bingo, generally we used to write 1 to 25 numbers in jumbled. Instead of that, we can give the numbers in addition or subtraction, and when we roll the dice and call out that number, we can when they get the particular number, they can cut the numbers in horizontal or vertical way so that they get that. Once they get all the horizontal or vertical line crossed out, they can cross the bingo.
Yes. So maybe for single and double digit numbers, they can work out like that. Mitali, you have any?
I was thinking of if we have just one dice in grade 2, we have this concept of revising doubles. So we have just one dice. Whatever they roll, they have to double it, and if that is there in the worksheet, they will shade it.
Okay.
Something of the sort. It's just a single player game, only one dice, and so they will just double and do it. Up to that can be for a particular level. After that, if there are going to be 2 dice, once they finish this, they can move on to another level.
Okay.
Of having 2 dice, rolling, summing it, and doubling it.
Yeah, so that children of all levels can be engaged.
They can
and
do
who
it.
are
Yes.
finishing it quickly can move on to the next
Yes,
level.
yes.
Okay.
That was one
Good.
reason.
Sharon, you want to share?
So I was thinking about this one, the swat the dice, where we will roll 2 dice and we have the answers. So
Okay.
whatever the answer comes, we have to make those circular papers, and the child will add the number and he has to just swat the number. He will have that fly swatter with him and he can just swat the number according to whatever answer he gets.
Okay, so this can be the same sheet can be given to home also then.
Yes, the same thing can be done.
Anyone else want to? Kritika, you want to?
Something that's coming up in my mind is I'm a big fan of treasure hunt. So if it was a family game, you could have a lot of possibilities. Roll the dice, associate a different room with a number from the dice. It could be a room in the house. It could be a place outside. So up to 6, and then as the dice is rolled, you go into that place, and then there could be any number of clues. Clues could be mathematical clues. So if it's addition, subtraction, then we have sheets of that sort, and probably the final treasure. So every question that is solved in a particular room will give you a letter of a word, right? And then all of you bring all the letters, jumble them to find the actual spot of the prize, and then go and probably get it, something of that sort. So the clue that the family member has to solve should be a addition or a subtraction problem in that particular room, which is associated with the number in the dice.
So we can ask the children to design those clues on their own, where they are
it could be
the problem.
absolutely. It could be a birthday game. It could be anything, like any party could have this. Very simple. Just 6 spots in your house, and then it gives you. So depending on where the answer is hidden, you can play it so many number of times.
Okay, great.
So you have one master chart which associates a particular answer with a particular letter.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of math, English. It'll be fun. Even in the school, we can try that.
All done?
Yeah. Hope you are there.
Yeah, nice. So we know Shiva and Shiva, if you can just give an overall perspective on what did the team decide, discuss, and how is it coming out? What kind of games?
So,
Or you can share your own as well.
yeah. So what I come up with it, I want to indulge in playing the tic-tac-toe with the math. So where they will be having 6 different cards. So they will be split into 2 teams. So each team will have 6 cards where there will be a different set of questions in each card. For example, if team 1 dice 2, they have to pick the card number 2 and they have to solve it. And if they have the same answer on the board, they can mark their own set of symbols.
Okay,
So
that's a good one.
yeah, if
Very
they come up with
critical thinking. Yeah.
if they come up with vertically, horizontally, getting all the three answers correct, the particular team wins. So that's
Great.
what I came up with.
Very nice. Shiva?
Okay, I came up with they will be adding the digits. So we'll be having a team, 4 people in a team. So it will be a competition within the 4 people. So they will first roll the dice. They'll be getting a number, either 6 or a 5. Then each one have to add the number. As fast as they roll, they will get each number. We will set a limit like a 750 or a 500. We will set a limit. They need to roll the dice. They need to add the number as fast as. If they're too long, we reduce the number into 200 or 150. So who adds the first, they will win in a team of 4.
Okay. And since we are constantly thinking of parents, kids, families, whenever you're making tasks, think, like when I work, I start visualizing the whole family is sitting at home and they are doing. How can we use items in the house? So how can we use, let's say, bring items from the kitchen, use this, bring your shoes, bring your clothes, do this in the drawing room, do this in your, if you have a balcony. So that way a kind of a connection even becomes bigger. Otherwise it looks, there is no difference between a sheet being used in the class and at home. That's just a thought I had. Okay, CPA, I'm assuming some of you would be knowing, but just in case, CPA simply stands for Concrete Pictorial Abstract. And it is said that kids should always start with something concrete. But a lot of times maths teachers would say, I did an activity, then I gave questions, but kids didn't understand. Because the middle part is missing. There is a bridge is needed. This is CPA is a derivation of a strategy called CRA, which is considered really like the holy grail for primary kids. So between concrete and abstract, there should always be a picture-based work. So what I'm taking here is you're giving kids a lot of word problems or story problems. So ask the kids either to draw the story or act it out as a drama. Then solve it using a number line or a 10 frame or any other method that you have taught them, and then finally give the answer. For example, here is a word problem. There were 10 apples on the tree, 6 apples fell off. How many apples are left off the tree? So the child, again, think home situation. So when you're creating a worksheet, you'll be writing there, the child will do this, parents will do this. There should be tasks for both. Maybe parents are observing, maybe parents are joining the child in creating the action. So let's say dad is the tree, and then the child is hanging 10 apples on the dad. So the child can use any 10 objects, maybe a ribbon or a thread, or that is up to their creativity. 10 fell off. How many are there on the tree? So this is acting it out, or the family can draw together. So your sheet will say family draws this together. How do you present this as a picture? And then solve it using any pictorial model, any of the visual model, and then finally write the answer. This is CPA. The C part is the actual objects that you're using, pictorial, and then abstract. Any questions here on CPA or anything? Are you familiar with CPA, all of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So okay, task is again to create a sheet like this for at home. Take any number story from your textbook and either act it out, I should say either act it out or draw to showcase the math being done in it. That's up to you. So you will actually act it out, which means that if you're sitting, you might have to stand and show how, if there are cars coming, how you do act it out. So that's the task for the team now. Take any story from your textbook and either act it out or draw and then show the math. So it starts with question, acting or drawing, one of the visual models used to solve it, and then final answer. Is the task clear? Slightly challenging. Acting out is always, at least for middle and senior teachers, are generally shy of acting out. But is it okay for all of you? Task is clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Some of you act it out. Some of you can draw. And this time, Sharon and Srinidhi will be sharing. And so one of you please act it out and one of you please draw so that we can see your acting also. Okay. And when you're thinking of instructions, please come out of the classroom, sit in the home of a child, and then think of your strategy for them. Okay, I'll do that.
I was thinking easiest way of acting out at home will be the kitchen, no? Very naturally done. I filled 10 cups or whatever, 7 cups. Daddy drank 3. Something of that sort. We can act also easily. I was thirsty.
Thinking about vegetables in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
I was also thinking of making a salad. 10 cubes of cucumber was given by mama, and I added 5 slices of tomato, and father gave me 20 peanuts to add some crunch. So finally, what is the point?
Yes.
What I'm thinking is, so all this is going to be very, for very young children, isn't it? So what do we do when it's higher level, like, 3-digit, 4-digit? How do we bring in
So
CPA
for-
for that?
I
CPA
was
for if we have to
thinking,
do.
yeah, 1 and 2, they can have these vegetable salads and all things like that. Maybe for 5, they can go around in the kitchen and see how many kgs of rice, how many of other pulses, and what are the different items they have, and they can create data actually. Totally add together what kind of items they have, like that maybe.
Yeah, in terms of gram, that makes 3-digit and 4-digit, right? So they can add up all
Correct.
together.
Yes. Yeah.
Or they can act like a vegetable seller or something of that sort, no? If acting has to come
Like a
in.
supermarket also, like today kgs of rice. This is the stock on the day when we started the day, and this is the stock by the end of the day. So to each family member asking how many kgs of rice you want or how many kgs of dal you want. So first they'll prepare one data sheet. What is the stock they have? These kgs of pulses, these many kgs of rice, and these many kgs of sugar or something. Then they'll go to each family member and ask what do they require. They take the money and act like they are giving them so many kgs of rice. Then after everything going to each and every member, by the end of the day, how much is left with them? They'll calculate and note it down.
Also, there's something that just crossed my mind. They could also take a trip over the weekend, either in their bike or car or whatever, or even if they're traveling by public transport, they note the reading. No, that also
Petrol,
gets good for. So
okay.
we ask them to also
How
go
many
out.
kilometers they have traveled?
Correct. So we encourage family time. We ask them to go on a road journey or whatever, and they can also do some subtraction there.
Yeah.
And that it could be a data sheet where there is so much more. Not only addition, subtraction, we could also talk about other things, conversions. So that can become like a fun. It could also go in like a long-term, like, summer break project or short-term term end project where they're doing a lot of things around this.
It's a great idea as a kind of a summer break project, but I think the focus is to create a word problem through which they can do, because story-based problems are a big pain for kids in math. So maybe what kind of a problem? So even if you're doing something where they are going with their parents or they're going on public transport, create a little story around it. That you went there, how many kilometers does it say on the odometer? They will write the answer there, then they will write another answer. So think of it also as a kind of a worksheet that they can do. Make sense?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, we discussed that initially. And then we said that this also can open up more possibilities of
Every
doing so
idea
many more
can
things.
open up a lot.
Absolutely.
Okay. Sharon and Nikhali, let's hear you. Are you acting it out? Are you drawing it?
Okay, so mine, I'll tell it. Okay. So there are, so this is like cookies in a tray problem. So mom put 4 blobs of cookie dough in one row. So how many cookies are there in 3 rows? So finally they have to find out 4 plus 4 plus 4. It can be used for multiplication also.
Okay.
But yeah, 4 plus 4 plus 4 is equal to.
Got it. Now, how will you create this sheet so that it looks slightly different for homework? Because this can also be used for class.
Maybe we can have it as a cookie day or something.
Or maybe ask them, draw your kitchen roughly.
Okay, yeah.
And show these plates there, or maybe click a picture. If they are photographers, kids, then click a picture of your kitchen and attach to this for slightly older kids, or if kids are into photography. So bring the home flavor into it. So that way it's something different. Yeah, Mithali?
Yeah, like I was discussing earlier, make a salad with family. Where the mother adds, say, around some 10 to 11 cubes of cucumber. So whatever is going to be the quantity of cucumber, they can decide. And then the father adds how much ever peanuts he wants to add, some crunch, salt and pepper natural. And then the child, whoever is taking part in the activity, she adds slices of tomato. If it's going to be cucumber that she's going to choose, she can also do a bit of cutting. And then they just mix up the salad together. They actually note down what is the quantity of the vegetable and peanuts. And so finally create a story problem around what are the things that my salad is made of and what is the quantity. Generally for the salad, we don't look at quantities still.
Yeah.
Just to make
so
it.
Kids are doing it themselves. I would just add here a little bit thing to be a little mindful that all children don't have both the parents. So maybe the suggestion
It can
is
be
that
any family member.
it can be started with how many members are there in your family, and then they write 3. Ask each member to pick any one of these and then prepare a salad. So keep it very neutral. Some children, it might be just one child and mom. So might write 2 people, and then they just pick up 2 things, and then they write and draw the bowl where you created your salad, or put a picture of it, or draw it roughly to show that, okay, this is how my house looks like. Yeah? Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, next one, and we have Srinidhi will be sharing hers with everybody. So this was Act It Out. Money. Money is again another thing, very easy and very handy. So kids can, I actually met my cousin, sent his daughter to me to learn a bit of math in grade 4. And I asked her, how much is 50 paise and 1 rupee? And she said, I have never seen 50 paise in my life. I was like, okay, have you seen notes. Do you know 50 rupees, 100 rupees? She said, no, I only know credit card. So I had to actually pull money out of the box, my wallet, and show her this is 100 rupees, this is 50 rupees, this is 1 rupee coin. She had never seen it. So bring money in their lives, very practical way, and use children. So again, one idea task. I mean, here I don't have any idea for you because money can be used in so many ways. So just create a story. So here, teachers create a story, uh, a math story where money is used, and then it has questions below it, and parents can read to the kids. So your homework becomes reading time with parents. And the story can be, I went to the market and I bought this thing for this much. Shopkeeper, I gave him 100 rupees. He gave me back 20. Then I went here, have three, four things that you are doing. Or I went trekking and I walked 20 kilometers or 8 kilometers the first day. Then I rested for this much time, and then I bought a cup of tea for this much. So create a story. You can again do it as a team. Team story is the best story, because when you're brainstorming, the best stories come out. And then money is used. Keep it short. So parents read to the kids, and then the parents discuss with the kids the questions and answers. This is really a family bonding time. Is it making sense, the task?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is, I hope the whole team can make a story on any class, any topic, and bring money into it. And the heading of your homework can be like family bonding time, family reading time. Other headings can be family salad making time. And how do you convert this into a complete homework? We can do it in the end. But right now, make a story and take your time. I won't rush you for this. We have enough time. So take your time. But everybody make one story, and then Srinidhi can share it with me when I come back. Okay? Make like a literally fun and jazzy story. Hey, are you all doing it alone? Do it together. You know how we write a story together? Let's think of the situation. So let me give you the first sentence. I went out of my house and I pulled out my moped. Then what happened? Anybody else wants to continue? Bring math into it. I realized my moped had only 8 liters petrol. Then what happened? Anybody else wants to continue? Then what happened is the way story keeps moving forward.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, anyone speak up.
I decided to visit science park nearby, and it is around 10 meters. So,
but what do I do with the petrol? Do I have enough petrol to visit?
We decided to visit the fill in the fuel for the moped, and we noted the per liter price of the petrol was 100 rupees, and filled in 2 or 3 liters of petrol.
Exactly. Then what happened? I decided to visit the science park. Then what happened? Anyone? Then what happened?
Okay, I will continue with the story.
Yeah.
We reached the science park, and the entry fee for the adult is 250, and me and my friend went together. So we purchased 2 tickets.
Yeah. Okay, great. Then what happened? Keep thinking. Then what happened?
Is anybody noting down the story?
We visited different experiments and science monuments where we stopped by to spend some time on having a snack. So we took 500 from wallet.
Yeah.
And we spent on different things.
Yeah. And then again, anyone else? Everyone else, please keep thinking. Then what happened?
Okay. And then we went to the lunch area and we ate some.
Then I was hungry. I story also should continue, no? It shouldn't be like just that I did this, then I did this. So I walked around for about 30 minutes. Keep bringing math. I walked around for 30 minutes and then I was tired and hungry. So I walked another 15 minutes and then I found the cafe, because then your question will become, how long did I walk in order to find the cafe? So 30 plus 15. I went to the cafe and then a menu comes. And then, but I have only 100 rupees given by my parents. So can I eat this, or can I eat this, like that? And then maybe I spent another time there and then I came back home, and I left at, let's say 10 a.m. I reached back home. It was 7:30 p.m. And then how much time was I out? Questions keep coming. Got it? Along with that, kids can make pictures also. So this becomes like a story time which parents will read, and then they will ask the kids questions and the kids give answer. Make sense? Liked it? People are smiling. I think you liked this one. Completely family bonding time. So you can finish it and then I'll continue. You can finish the story and let me know when I can continue.
Ma'am, just to add on, I think this would be very nice. The point that you said last, how much time did I spend outside? Because some of the parents were complaining that they are playing too much outside. And when they come back home, they are tired and don't want to sit to do for homeworks.
Yeah.
So this
then
would be very
this can be
this
can be a great situation. Yeah. This can be a great plot. Every story needs
they
a plot.
realize also like how much time they are spending.
Absolutely. So this is great. So every story needs a plot. So this can be a plot. Kids going back and playing. Then it needs characters. So characters can be kids and their friends. So I reached back home at 1 p.m. and then I had a quick lunch. Then I went out at 2:10 p.m. to play with my 11 friends. So keep bringing math into it. So how much time did I spend at home? That much is measured. I went out and I played with my friends. Then we played football for 45 minutes. Then we rested in the shadow for this much time. Then an ice cream wala came by and we realized we all had, one person had 10 rupees, one had 5 rupees, one had 50 rupees in the pocket. We pulled in the money and we bought one big ice cream. And then we came back home at 6 p.m. And my parents were very angry because there was no time to do the homework. So how much time did I really spend in playing? So it's like a story with a setting or a plot, setting, characters, and characters are doing something. So in the doing something, they should have lots of math. Yeah, Srinidhi, do you want to share something if you wrote something different in your story? You're on mute.
You want me to share any other ideas or on the story you want me to add?
Yeah. You can share your idea, your individual idea.
Maybe they may have a piggy bank or something, and they keep adding 1 rupee today and 2 rupees tomorrow and 4 rupees the next day. They keep doubling, and one after 10 days, when they add the entire thing, they will have they might the amount might have doubled, and what is the total amount of money they have added?
What is the total amount? Okay. And then in a story, we have to also add what is the purpose of this? So what do they do with the money? So maybe they had 120 rupees and how will you use this money to buy different things for your family members? So go and ask your appa, akka, whoever is in the house, go and ask them, what do you want? What do you want? And then I bought this much, I bought 10 rupees candy for my younger sister. I bought for my mother, I bought a 30 rupees, this much. So it's like there should always be a conclusion that what do we do with the money? Got it? Anyone else wants to add the idea? Anybody did something?
No, I don't want to add the idea. I have certain thoughts running in my mind right now.
Yeah.
Since we also spend a lot of time in helping children, with different styles of writing, a story has a different set of elements.
Yeah.
So we would need a problem solution. It has to have either it follows the Freytag's model or it has a hero's journey. I'm just wondering, this sounds more like a word problem only to me.
Yes,
the story that we did right now, it's just that it's longer.
Yes.
So I'm wondering if we call it family reading time, how much of interest will a child have in having so many chunks of math in between this reading?
Very
Won't
good
they
question.
lose their
Very
train
good.
of thought?
Yeah, very good question.
That's something that's running in my mind.
We may have to do, or you can take a story writing session with the team. And yes, it should not sound like a word problem. And that is why it should have a setting. It should have characters. Characters is the child and the child's friends and family. And they are actually doing something. So if they are going to the science center, it should not be in every sentence, I bought this, I ate this. It should be, okay, I went and I looked at this. And there should be a problem which is solved in a story. So a story always has a beginning. Then after a while, you run into a problem and then you solve the problem. So there is a conclusion. So that's the proposal that I would give. Does that sound like?
I'm also thinking more of a a similar scenario could probably be enacted better in the form of a role play or something where children are actually involved as characters and they're actually checking their wallet and seeing how many rupees they have and talking. So I'm thinking probably not at the home, in a home situation. I don't know how much of role play is possible with tight schedules that parents have. In school, it is possible if we write out a proper script, as in. The story bit, I'm a little not too convinced, ma'am, if I would say.
I think you can try it and see. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. Story bit and family.
Or if you could give us or share a couple of stories that you have written or you have used, that would kind of help us.
Math stories. You can just go on Google and stories in math. There are like n number of stories. They are even available on YouTube as videos. So stories in math. Otherwise, math stories often look a little bit like a word problem, not completely, but otherwise all you need to remember is setting, characters, doing. What are they doing? So setting, is, let's say I'm going to the science center. So you'll need to think of all the math that is involved in going to the science center. So I took a bus. So maybe write the whole story first. I took a bus, I went to the science center, I spent the morning there with my friends, and then, or whatever it is that kids do. Kids, I don't think naturally go to science center. Naturally, they'll probably go to watch a match or a football match. I went to watch the match. Then we all were hungry. We went to the cafeteria, we ate. Then we came back, we watched the match, and suddenly we saw the time and we realized that we promised our parents we'll be back by 5 p.m. So we ran out. Bus was out of the question because it would have been too late. So we took a cab, but two small kids, they won't take a cab. So one friend's father came and picked us up from the stadium and we went home. So this is a story. Now bring math into it. We decided to go to, 11 of us decided to go to a football match. But at the last minute, 2 of us dropped out. Again, immediately you have a question. Question can also come at the end of the story. It need not be part of it. Immediately you have a question, how many actually reached the stadium? Then we took a bus from, then again, question will come, how much time did the bus take? We took the bus at 9, we reached there at 10:15. Your question comes at the end of the story, how much time did you take?
Right. I was thinking of something of that sort. Yes.
Right. So what you can do is you can first write your whole story, then bring math into it, then write your questions.
Right.
So the bus, when we entered, showed these many kilometers. When we got off, it shows these many kilometers. Immediately your question comes, what was the distance traveled by the bus?
So we usually have these, reading comprehension passages which children read, short stories.
Exactly.
So something of that sort, but questions are math related here.
Yeah.
I think that's
so
an
when
interesting.
we say story and math, it's actually comprehension only.
Right.
So you can take any setting, like Lakshmi said, the kids are playing too much. So that becomes your setting. So I reached home. What do the kids do? I reached home, I threw my bag. My mom yelled, please have lunch. I had lunch with them. And then I was really egging to go out. My friends were calling me. I ran out. I did this and I did this and I did this. Then suddenly we realized what's the time. Then I came home. Then I did my homework. Then my dad came home. This is an entire day, a day in my life. Now embed math into it. I reached home at 1:40 p.m. and I was running out, but my mom said, have your lunch. So I had lunch and suddenly I saw I have to meet my friends at 2 and it's already 1:55. So I ran out. I was hoping 7 of my friends will be there, but I saw we were 12. So we decided to play this. So your math is coming on it. And then it's always a comprehension story at the end of which the kids answer questions. So this is integration of maths and English. It's an interdisciplinary homework.
Right.
And with this, then the kids also learn to decipher the word problems which come later. Make sense?
Yes.
And that's why story writing like this is always good as a group exercise. So anybody starts, I went home, then what happened? Then what? You can even make a story with your whole class. So I used to do it with my kids in the class. So I would initiate. Or even in the workshops with teachers, I would just initiate. I went out. Then what happened? So somebody will say, I fell down. Then what happened? Somebody else will say, 3 neighbors came to help me get up. Somebody else will say, then somebody brought car to take me to the doctor. So the story evolves as you talk. So you can take a situation in your school and turn that into a story.
Right.
Got it?
Yes.
Yeah. So best is when you create stories with the kids and then bring math into it. Okay. Last one is going to be a little even more challenging, and that's going to be sing. Create a song on addition and subtraction that the kids can sing with the family as they solve the problem. So the solving the problem comes in the song itself. Like I had 2 and then I have 2 and now I have 4, things like these. So this is something, again, I'm going to ask you all to do it now as a team, create a song. You can explore internet. There are tons and tons of songs available. You can translate it to what works best for your particular setting and then create a song And then let's see, at the end of this session, I'm going to be asking all of you to sing, actually. So create a song and then sing it. That's the last task of the day. Following which, these are the resources I used. All the images are from Google Images. These are the 3 websites. And before you get into singing, these are the 6 ideas that we have done today. You can create sheets on hands-on work, game, use CPA, money, story, and song. So we have, it's 11:47. So take 5 minutes, quickly write a song and then give it a tune and then sing it. Got it? Or take a song from internet on addition, subtraction. Keep it very simple, 4-line, 5-line. It can be a short poem. Who is good at music here? Who is good at giving a tune?
Kritika, ma'am.
Kritika. And Vinod,
No.
plays an instrument? Anyone plays an instrument?
Vinod and Shiva play instruments.
Srinidhi also.
Srinidhi is a singer.
Okay. Vinod, what do you play?
I don't play, ma'am. I just pretend I'll play something.
Okay. Shiva, what do you play? Shiva is gone. He's put a nice picture there and he's just gone.
He plays flute, ma'am.
Okay. So Shiva and Shiva and Vinod. Shiva can play flute. Vinod can pretend he's playing something. And then quickly make a song. Kritika and Srinidhi may be in charge of making the song with the help of everybody else. And then make a song on addition, subtraction. Can be max 4 lines. It won't take more than 5 minutes. And then everybody sing, because sing and then sing it for your class and then ask the kids, take it home, sing with your parents. And if your kids are coming from families where there are smartphones, ask the kids, take a little video of all of you singing with your family. That becomes a homework submission that they bring to the class. So, but abhi to first thing is you guys make it 5 minutes and please do it. Kritika in charge of giving the song. They can give a tune. Vinod and Shiva, please help them with the instruments. Others can support. Okay. Always a challenge for teachers, but generally primary teachers I've seen are very good at this. So I'm pretty sure you'll be able to do it. Vinod, if you're saying something, we can't.
No, ma'am, no, nothing.
Okay, off you go. I'll be back.
Srinidhi, what is the tune you're going to give it to me?
Let's write the lines first and then you can tune it.
Okay, Akka.
உங்களுக்கு அந்த இந்த பாட்டு தெரியுமா? You know that this one, I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic ஒரு பாட்டு இருக்கு தெரியுமா? அந்த மாதிரி actually we used to make one song like I have
We were doing
one
last year, last form we were doing it in full swing.
So like that we used to make one song, Akka, like I have one makes 3, makes 6. And the மாதிரி வந்து will just double up or triple up the numbers.
3 and 3 makes 6.
Yeah.
Okay, it'll go like that. 6 minus 2 gives 4.
This is fully
Then you can
add like 2 numbers or 3 numbers. Same numbers. அப்பதான் அது கரெக்டா உட்காரும், இல்லைன்னா ஜோக் ஆயிடும்.
Maybe the first line can be let's sing with numbers, numbers, numbers. Adding and subtracting numbers, numbers, numbers.
Okay, we will write only 4 lines. Is anyone writing?
நீ வாசிக்கணும்டா. You have to play something.
Okay, let me try anything.
Maybe we can include keywords also here. All together, more, less.
Everyone is so quiet. Take a simple thing. No, I am 3 and then I'm 3 and I'm 3. A child comes, I'm 3. Another child comes, I'm 3. And then a third child comes. So we are together 6. Ban gaya song. I had 12, I took away 5, and then I have 7. Now put it to music. How will you give it a rhythm? So you have a song, you have a rhythm, and then you are singing. No? Who's putting it into music?
Srinidhi.
Yeah. Srinidhi, how will you put it to?
Okay, we can go with Old MacDonald. Can you take that tune? It will be easy for the children. I think everyone knows. Srinidhi, please unmute.
I'm also putting a website web link in chat, which has lots of songs for addition, subtraction. Its song is not like it has to be like a Bollywood song. It can just be 4 plus 1. Like this song, this one says 4 plus 1 is 5, 1 plus 4 is 5, 4 plus 2 is 6, 2 plus 4 is 6. This is just give it some music. It's also in.
We did, ma'am. Last year we had with for Roman numbers and for subtraction stories we had with pirate for that. All word problems have pirate songs. Measurement also we have songs.
Yeah. Are you able to hear the song I played?
No, ma'am, we are not able to hear.
Just a sec. I'll play it again. Let me know. If you have done it, then all you need to do is to was it audible?
Ma'am, you'll have to share the computer sound for us to hear. So in the share screen, there'll be an option which says share computer sound.
Okay.
Then when you play, we'll be able to hear.
Okay, I didn't know that. Thank you. I'll play it again. Is it audible now?
No.
I used a different browser, but if you can go on this link, you can also get it. I'll give it to you.
I actually just.
Yeah, you can just go on the link I put in the chat.
Okay.
Was it audible now? No? Okay. Use this link and do it. But the thing is simply make any song, put it to music. Somebody was saying that you have done this in school. I was exploring the website, so I didn't hear. Has anyone done this in school?
No, yes, ma'am. The Roman numeral song.
Yeah.
And we had the pirate songs also for addition, subtraction, and word problems.
Yeah. So if you click the link which I have given on the top, that has a website with lots of songs, and songs don't need to be very complicated. They can just be 4 plus 1 is 5, 1 plus 4 is 5. Let's say 2 plus 3 is also 5. The entire decomposition can be converted into it, and then leave it to the creativity of the kids to put it to music. Adults find it very difficult. Kids are creative like in 1 second, as you must have seen in your classes. Tell them all we want is sing this with your parents and then make maybe a little video and then send it to us if it's possible for your school. Otherwise, pictures or maybe audio. They can record themselves singing and an audio can come, and that's a homework submission. Okay, so that was the presentation today. Any thoughts, questions, anything that, okay, out of these 6 things you did, this is something that I'm going to use for homework? Everybody can if share, that would be really great. We have done hands-on work, game, CPA, money, story, song. Which one do you think you will use? None of them?
The idea of CPA, using that to make family bonding at the same time work with math, is something which I'm planning to explore with
Okay.
my group.
Okay. Others?
For me, the games was something that really set my mind ticking.
Okay.
That's something that I'd be very excited to explore myself.
Okay. Vinod?
Even I would like to go with the game, and CPA can also be, indulge with parents and things they can find at home.
Yeah.
That two things, that's
Mm.
really, something I got new today. I'm taking
Okay.
home today.
Okay. Lakshmi?
Yes, ma'am. In fact, singing, no, we didn't give singing as such, but we gave it as a journal prompt where children will write a story on addition using a magic tree which can perform addition and subtraction or multiplication, like which can perform mathematical operations. So they wrote an imaginary story also, and they also wrote a poem using the keywords for addition and subtraction, using take away, adding, like that. So, but CPA and these games, there are roll the dice and family games. Definitely, we want to have it in our class as such, and we'll give for a home assignment also. All the 6, in fact, are they made us think, more creatively. Maybe we can explore the same thing in a very different way also, and we can engage the children in a more meaningful manner where every child takes the interest to do it. Because these stories, even though they understand the concept, some children get struck while preparing the word problem. But I think while giving it as a family task where everybody is involved in making the story, maybe they also can pop up and they can also get the story, as expected, where they use the mathematical objects or things into the story and create it meaningful. Because even though addition should be there in that, they somehow they lose it in between.
So for story kids, if they lose it, the best thing is to bring in pictures. Ask them to draw the story, then write the story. And if you've already given them a word problem, first draw and then solve.
Yeah, so, CPA and like math comprehension passages also, maybe we can try. I think.
Yeah.
We can let children create on their answer questions from the passage.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I felt the story very interesting, a way of bringing them forward. When they put in their own thoughts to build up a story, they become more involved on what is what is going on around them. So that when they give out the numbers, they are even more into it. This is the number I said. This is the number my friend said. So the involvement will be even more better. That is what I.
Mithali, if you have you shared?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry then. Shiva?
Yes, I see the students are connected with the music so much. I feel song is the best part to explore. So I will be exploring on songs.
Yeah. Ask them to, maybe you give them a song, ask them to put it to music themselves. And with your flute, you can also join them sometimes.
Yes, I'm planning that too.
Yeah. But do ask them to bring submissions with audio. It will be great fun for the class. Sharon?
So next week I will be doing the combinations of 10. So maybe I will use a word problem and also be a song.
Great. So in your homework, part of the homework becomes play and part becomes your proper math, which you're giving the word problem. So part of the math, we can call it play at home, or playful math, or play itself is a way of teaching learning. And then the other part becomes, and even in your word problems, some of the word problems you can say, draw a picture to solve it. And then maybe the final ones they can do without picture. And then you will understand whether they have been able to abstract it or not. Then the homework becomes interesting. So you start with play, few word problems, do them with pictures or role play. And then finally 1 or 2 word problems, which they have to do seriously, like the serious maths. Okay, anything else? Otherwise, it's 12.
Ma'am, I just wanted to share, like math, we never see how much time we spend when we are doing math. I feel it most of the time. The same way today's session also went on, like we didn't see that 1.5 hours has passed just like that. I think it was so
sweet.
engaging and interactive. Thank you so much for the day, ma'am. Thank you so much for all the sharing. Thank you.
Pleasure. And nice to have you here. You're all very active. You're very like, you picked it up. In seconds, everybody picked up the clues. I only gave cues. So everybody picked them up in like seconds and turned it into an activity and already planned the next week's work. So I think you do try and use any one of these strategies within a week. Otherwise, it goes out of the mind. You forget. So whichever you
We'll try, ma'am. Definitely, we'll try all the strategies. In fact, maybe across the classes, we'll see.
Yeah.
Because all classes are going with the same topics now.
Yeah.
So we can all try and give you the feedback.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Have a good weekend. Bye.
Thank you so much.
And Lakshmi, I have sent you the PDF of the presentation.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. I'll share it with others.
Yeah. Bye. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, everyone. Have a good day. Kritika, maybe shall we discuss a few things?
Sure.
Okay, bye.
Bye. See you on Monday. Shiva, hard disk.
ஹார்ட் டிஸ்க் அக்கா அது வந்துட்டு ரெண்டுமே ஒர்க் பண்ணுது, அதனால அது பிரிக்க முடியாதுன்ட்டா. 2 ஹார்ட் டிஸ்க்குமே நான் புதுசா ஒண்ணு செக் பண்றேன் போயிட்டு இன்னைக்கு. என்னோட 2 ஹார்ட் டிஸ்க்குமே செக் பண்ணி பார்த்துல ஒர்க் பண்ணுது, சிஸ்டம்ல போட்டுனேன். சோ அதுல ஓல்ட் போட்டோஸ் வீடியோஸ்லாம் இருக்கு, அது பிரிக்க முடியாதுன்ட்டா. சோ ஐ வில் கோ வித் ஸ்பேர், செக் வித் தி ஷாப்.
Okay.